Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crappy Crafter. So I've had a request to do resin things, and as I went through my boxes and boxes of molds, I realized that I haven't used at least like 75% of them, at least. Possibly more. It's hard to say. So I chose two semi-randomly. They're little boxes with lids. One round one square one. I got them as a set. I technically got them from Ollie's, so I got them fairly recently. They're like the newest molds that I've received, so I probably should be doing them last, but they were on top of the box, and I said I chose randomly by just taking whatever was on top of the box. So, you'll notice that we have progress. Finally, lots of progress. I finally cleaned off my shelves. What I plan on doing from here on out is I'm gonna try to keep these 4 shelves as empty as possible. I'll probably get a couple more of these and put them back there so that I can, stack up, as we go. I can stack up finished projects and whatnot, and then eventually I can take them down and we'll try rotating out projects, see how that goes, instead of just losing them in my office. Now my office is definitely not done yet, but it's close enough for now, at the very least. So anyways, we're playing with resin and molds today. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with those little boxes, but we'll see what happens. Let's just get right into it. Okay, getting into it, I have already measured out how much resin I'm going to need. It's going to be fairly significant because we are making 2 fairly, robust molds. I think I used like 120 milliliters all total. I'm not entirely sure. I measured them with water and then I dried them really, really, really good afterwards, so I knew exactly how much I was going to need. One of them needed like 60 and the other one needed like 50. I should have made a little bit extra, and I didn't. And even though I didn't say it, always remember to make sure that you are stirring for at least 3 to 5 minutes. At least 3 to 5 minutes. Slowly, scraping all the time. So I'm going to color these. What I wanted to do was I wanted to have an orange and yellow box and a pink and blue box, but because I didn't measure them properly, I'm going to use all of the colors and all of the things. So what it's basically going to come down to is the box part of the boxes, both the round and the square, are going to have the transparent resins, and then the lids will have the mica powder resins, and one of the lids will have the extra. It didn't work out the way it was supposed to, but it worked out. I mean, they're very cute. I like them a lot, but I just didn't quite do what I wanted to do, and that's okay. Yeah, it is what it is, though. So, I wasn't expecting the lid to be shaped quite the way it is, but it's going to work out in the end anyway, so that's alright. Because I am going to make some vinyls for these to make them pretty. I mean, they're pretty on their own, but they're going to be even prettier with the vinyls. I mean, I think they work out pretty well. Even if that one blue spot is right in the middle of the pink. Now, the problem with this is, like I said, I didn't measure it good. I didn't measure it well. I didn't measure it right. So, all of the everything is just going to go into this box. And it's just not going to look very, as marbled as I was hoping it would, but it'll be okay. This lid will have a lot of dimension to it because it'll have, I put the rest of the mica powder resin in it. And then because I didn't quite technically make enough, I should have made a little bit extra. I mean, I made a little bit extra, but I should have made significantly extra. Anyways, it's also going to get what's left over of the transparent, resin, and it's gonna have so much depth, and it's gonna look really cool, except not really on camera. I mean, you can see it here before it cures. You can see the depth. It looks really cool, but afterwards, it's just kind of like, it's okay. It's all right. The depth is gone, though, but it looks cool. And those bubbles, I even put it in the pressure pot. Can you imagine how big those bubbles were if after putting it in the pressure pot? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't squidgy them like I was supposed to. That was bad on me. So, whatever. But they work. And they're super cute. And they're going to get vinyl stickers. And it's going to make them even cuter. But look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. That one came out super pretty. And this one, the lid is really pretty. But, the box itself is basically just yellow with a hint of pink and blue. And that's okay. Gotta trim it up because I overfilled it just a little bit, which is okay. Use a nail file to get rid of any sharp edges while it's still a little bit soft. I like working with it when it's still just a little bit soft. And this is funny. This is like times 8 or something. And you can't tell because it seemed to work really well. Yeah. The timing worked really, really well on that. Anyways, so I printed a whole bunch of extra stickers because I didn't want to waste the sheet. And I'll use the stickers for something. It's just a bunch of cat stickers that I found on Cricut. I don't know who made them, but they're super cute. Use the brayer to trim, to really push it down. And then this is a laminating machine. It does both hot lamination and cold lamination, which is why I got it. We'll trim off the edges so that the sticky vinyl doesn't get stuck in the machine, because that would suck. When it's ready, we'll put it through. Now this is like times 4. It does not go this fast. It is very slow. In like 30 seconds, do the whole thing, if not more. But it worked really well. It seemed to push out any of the bubbles that were left, which is nice. That's what it's for. And then we'll cut it. And this is the print and cut function. And I was really impressed that my machine was actually able to find the lines, even though I put the holographic vinyl on top. That's fine. I'm happy. But this is fun. These are so cute. I love working with this stuff. I really, really do. It's so simple. It makes it simple. Well, it's not simple, but it does make my life a little bit easier. The last time I made stickers, it actually cut all the way through, so I was a little surprised. Although, to be fair, the last time I made stickers, I also didn't put the vinyl on top, so I had another layer to cut through. But I think it worked really, really well. We'll cut a couple butterflies, and by a couple butterflies, I mean like a lot of butterflies, like a dozen butterflies, and then we'll cut out some words. One of them says butterfly kisses, and the other one says butterfly farts, because that's what I thought of when I looked at the boxes. I don't know, don't ask me. I'm just special. But look at how well this works. I really like these. These are some good and these stick down too. the first set of stickers that I cut, I didn't do on camera because I just wanted to see what they would be like. And I cut a whole bunch and I put them on my laptop, and they're not coming off. They are not coming off. They are on there. It is like high-tack stuff. I have to keep that in mind. This stuff, on the other hand, this stuff is not high-tack stuff. Because this vinyl is so rigid, it really doesn't like to do like around corners and stuff. So these butterflies keep popping up. I did this project, you know, a couple days ago, and since then I keep having to smooth the butterflies back down. That's okay. That's okay. I think it worked really, really well, though. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. Whee! Get it ready. Not ready yet, though, because I want to put the butterflies on the other one first, I think. Jeez, I don't even remember. I know that I'm smoothing it down to make sure that all of those... butterflies. I smoothed down all the letters to make sure that they weren't gonna come up. On the round box, they're great. And I did accidentally misplace those, so that butterfly down at the bottom is not where you're supposed to be. And for whatever reason, these guys were just... I measured it out, and... I don't know, the box one is, the square one is going to be harder with the butterflies. But whatever, look at how cute that is. It's so much fun. I love it. And get more. I had a little piece of smoke that I was also going to put on there, you know, for the fart. But it was going to charge me like $2 for it. And I was like... maybe not, because I'm not selling it. I have no way to recoup that cost, so I was gonna put a different free little cloud on there, but I forgot, because I get distracted and I'm dumb. Yeah, see that butterfly in the middle? It keeps popping up because it's little. Anyways, it's okay. And I swear I measured these on the Cricut, you know, I measured it and it should fit, but they don't. So I had to rearrange them. That's fine. I think it comes out anyways, either way. But look at how cute they are. Just look at it. How cute are they? I'm so happy they came out the way they did. Well, that worked out really well. I got to play with resin and my Cricut and my new printer, but I didn't show you the new printing because, I mean, it's a printer, so, you know. So I printed a couple of labels, or stickers, whatever. Labels are stickers, right? So I printed a couple of stickers. Of course, I did not design these. I stole these straight from, you know, Cricut Design Space because that's why I have a subscription. And you'll notice that I ended up not putting the little fart cloud on there, and then I forgot that I had taken off the fart cloud in between the time that I took off the little fart cloud and went to print it, because I was going to choose a different fart cloud, because I don't think, when I looked at it, I didn't think it really fit the vibe as it was. So yeah, so those are really cute. And I did put clear, you know, holographic vinyl on top of them just to make sure that they stay a little bit more water resistant. They're supposed to be water resistant anyways, but I don't know how that works, so I put something on top of them. And then I made, you know, cut some vinyls. Paper. Oops, get in there. Yeah. It's just being a butt. Okay, hold on. Maybe you'll stay in there now. No? Okay. We are going to tape you then. Because you're being a little butt. Okay. Paper. Alright. Let's see the little butterflies. Butterfly kisses. And, oops, get in there. I know I should have done this one differently. I know I should have. Butterfly farts. But I didn't. I did it that way. So, let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have done differently. How would you have done it differently? Which stickers would you have chosen? Would you have done a different font? How would you have done it just in general? You let me know. Let's have a conversation in the comments. But yeah, I thought this worked out really, really well. And I got to use a couple of molds that I had not used before. And like I said, I know they were the newest ones that I had gotten. But you know what? Whatever. They were the ones on the top of the box, so they were the ones that I grabbed first. I was really, really impressed with them, I have to say. I imagine that these came from Joann's when they closed, and they were at my local Ollie's for like $2. $2 for the two of them. So they're $1 a piece. But they feel really nice. They feel pretty sturdy. I should be able to get 3 or 4 molds out of them. We'll see. I have another set because they were only $2. But yeah. Now I'm just rambling. So with that all being said and done, thank you so much for visiting, and I'll see you next week. Stay safe.